On May 31st, 2017, a deadly explosion at the Didion milling plant rocked the village of Cambria, killing 5 workers and severely hurting several others. Tonight, exactly a year later, at the site of the explosion, a new milling plant is being built. It's a sign that the community is starting to get back on its feet.
New at 10, Nick Buffo shows us how Cambria community members are rising up together from tragedy.
It was a quiet night at the Dunahee household. As the clock ticked towards 11, Chris Dunahee sat down at his dining room table to write a few things that needed to get done around the house. That was until
all of a sudden, power went out. There was a large explosion. I could see the flames in the corner of my eye.
Quickly looking out the window,
I said, I think Didion just exploded.
Cambria Fire, Cambria EMS, you are needed at Didion Milling. A report of a large fire explosion.
We just decided we've got to go help.
So Chris, his wife Shannon, and their son Lee headed south, uncertain what they'd find.
What's going on there?
There's an explosion at Didion Milling. I need help right now. The whole entire thing exploded.
Just devastation.
The dirt, you know, the dust flying around and debris, and then darkness.
Right now we have one guy down. We've got several guys burned.
We're just trying to get everybody over into one area just so that, you know, everybody can be accounted for.
You see films and movies of, you know, mass disasters, and nothing compared to what my eyes saw. I'll never forget it.
As time passes over a year, the dark memory of that night still casts its shadow over this small town.
Every day it's a reminder. It's whether it be a news article or, you know, the rebuilding process, or just seeing someone that you know that was there.
Cambria Fire Chief Cody Doucette, along with 200 first responders from the surrounding area, worked for hours putting out the flames.
What everyone did that night, everybody, was absolutely amazing.
Today, the Cambria Fire Department is up 7 firefighters since the explosion.
We have people in our community that saw what we did and wanted to join.
It's just one example of this tight-knit community coming together to help one another through this difficult time.
This is where our mental health is offered.
6 months since we last checked in with First Presbyterian Church Pastor Kristen Frederick, they've been offering counseling services every Thursday from 3 to 6 in this room.
This gives people an opportunity to be heard and to find some help.
The church will host Camp Courage this summer, aimed at helping kids learn skills to cope when their life gets turned upside down.
It's a way to remember, and it's also a way to be prepared to move on.
And as the community continues to heal, Didion is looking for a new beginning, continuing construction on what they're calling a new state-of-the-art milling plant.
Since the explosion, Didion has come under fire after OSHA proposed nearly $2 million in fines against the company. Didion has since filed an appeal, and just last month, the Chemical Safety Board said in its initial report that corn dust is to blame for that deadly explosion. In response, Didion says they're committed to safety and maintains their new facility will feature the latest technology and most effective and safe operational systems available today.
To see something that was destroyed to be brought back up from ground up, it's amazing to see from a community aspect.
And just like construction on the new plant, this community vows to rise above the ashes.
Cambria is small in size, but it's big in heart.
And eventually, everybody's going to have to heal. Healing is going to allow us to get back to where we want to be and move forward.
In Cambria, Nick Buffo, 27 News.
Right now, the U.S. Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board is still actively investigating the blast. Could be another 6 months before it issues any conclusions about what happened that night.
In a statement released today, Didion Milling says its focus is to honor and remember the team members lost and those who were injured. It went on to say its commitment to support its team and the Cambria community remains strong.